clock, put in work, time for me to, time to work.
Alright team, now that we've found the scoreboard, it's time for us to level up. Today, we're going to navigate the juice shop, both as guests and as registered members, while capturing the data in Burp Suite during our information gathering phase. Think of it like an investigative mission, minus the danger, or the cool spy gadgets.
So, just to clarify, we're not trying to hack anything today, right? We're just poking around.
Exactly. We're not exploiting anything just yet. Today's goal is to gather intel on the app's functionality. We'll focus on testing it now, and save the breaking for later.
Oh, sure, just a bunch of casual data collectors. I'll bring my magnifying glass and pretend to be Sherlock Holmes.
Would you stop complaining already? So no secret doors leading to hidden admin panels today, right?
Nope, just simple data gathering. First, we'll browse the juice shop as guests, checking out customer feedback, leaving our own, and then exploring the About Us page and photo wall. If anything stands out, just highlight it for later. Y'all ready to get started? Alright team, let's start by clearing the proxy history in Burp Suite. We want to start fresh, so we're not cluttering things up with old data.
Ah yes, the famous clear history ritual. Feels like I'm erasing myself from the Matrix. So mysterious.
Yeah, like we're sneaky spies cleaning up after ourselves.
Just 1 second, pals. Let me see if I can save my stuff. I don't want to lose all the findings I worked on last time.
Please, focus Robert. Don't worry about your findings, we'll get them all back and more once we're done testing functionality. Now that we're all clear, let's head over to the juice shop and begin our process of probing with a purpose. Starting with customer feedback. Let's see what the juice shop has to offer for its guest users.
Customer feedback? You mean the place where people either praise the juice or complain about the size of the cups? Interesting stuff, really.
Let's see if there's anything weird like someone reviewing juice like it was a fine wine or something.
Look at this, you can actually leave feedback. We should add a comment, what do you want to say?
How about, best juice ever? Would love to see a mango smoothie with pearls, or maybe a juice with more caffeine to give me a little pick-me-up in the morning.
Dang it, there's a CAPTCHA, and my math ain't mathing right now. Maybe we should use Burp Suite's proxy tool to help highlight anything that looks funky.
Good call. As a rule of thumb, start by focusing on requests with parameters, or if none match headers, they're always a good starting point. From there, highlight any requests containing interesting information, such as user IDs or tokens.
Ah, so we're hunting for juicy data hidden in the requests?
Exactly, Armand, my boy. Also, it's best to sort your requests from newest to oldest to stay organized, and use a unique color for each phase to keep everything tidy. It'll make your life easier later.
Sounds like we're really setting up a system here. I'm ready to get color-coded.
For surely, let's do this.
This is so much fun. I can't wait to see what happens when we finally hit the exploit button.
For the last time, we're not exploiting anything today, just gathering intel for now. Let's stay focused.
Oh wow, I found the CAPTCHA request in Burp Suite, and it actually gives us the CAPTCHA details. That's not good.
You're kidding. They're exposing the CAPTCHA details in the request? That's a huge red flag.
Let's highlight that so we can come back to it later. This is exactly why we're doing this, testing app functionality and spotting issues, not exploiting them.
Well, at least now you don't have to solve the CAPTCHA using your fingers and toes. Burp Suite to the rescue.
Alright, now that we've finished with the feedback section, let's do the same thing for the About Us page and the photo wall. Same process, navigate the pages, capture the requests in Burp Suite, and highlight anything interesting.
What the heck? Not even a real About Us page? Just some template? I thought you said this was a real app, Junior.
Wait a minute, not so fast. The feedback you submitted is right there in front of your eyes. How'd you miss that?
Nice catch, Leah, way to spot that. This is exactly why we're taking our time and combing through everything. Little details like that can tell us how the app is handling data. Let's make sure to highlight that request in Burp Suite and take notes. We'll want to circle back to it later. Great teamwork, everyone.
Alright, About Us is done. Next stop, the photo wall. Are you pals ready? I'm hoping for some artsy juice photos here. Maybe an avocado smoothie in front of a sunset.
Don't forget, we're capturing requests here too. So let's take a look at Burp Suite after the page loads and highlight anything interesting. Let's follow the same process, analyze the requests, highlight anything odd, and move on. Alright, now that we've finished with the About Us page and the photo wall, the last thing we need to do is quickly review the main page of JuiceShop. Same drill, navigate to it, capture the requests in Burp Suite, and highlight anything you find interesting. The main page is a critical part of the app. Let's make sure we pay close attention so we don't miss anything. Keep an eye out for anything that changes as you interact with the page, anything that looks out of the ordinary, or clues about how the app works behind the scenes. Let's wrap this up strong.
Man, all this smoothie talk is making me thirsty.
Alright, we've explored the JuiceShop as guests, now let's sign up as members and see what's different. Keep Burp Suite running so we can capture everything as we go. Also, before diving in, let's take a moment to review all the data we've captured so far in Burp Suite, only this time let's apply a filter to focus on the requests we've highlighted. To do this, set the filter in the Proxy tab to show only the highlighted items. This will help us stay organized and make it easier to spot any patterns or key differences. When you're done reviewing, unselect the filter to view all requests, then let's get started.
Oh goody, time to get extra data. I'm sure the member experience will be revolutionary, like a VIP pass to the juice world.
Now that we're ready, here's the plan. This time, we're focusing on a few key actions. After we're done registering, we'll log in with our newly created account, add a new address and credit card to the profile and purchase a product. Also, we've got a couple of new options in the menu to check out, complaints and support chat. Lastly, let's revisit the photo wall to see if anything's changed since we last checked it out.
Gotta love adding fake credit card details. I feel like I'm living the dream, just hope my imaginary bank doesn't flag me for suspicious activity.
Was that supposed to be funny? Alright, sign up complete, and the requests have been captured. I noticed a few things that made me pretty uncomfortable, but since we're only gathering data, I just highlighted them so we can move on to the next steps.
Perfect, now let's sign in with our new account, then update the profile with a new address and credit card. Pay attention to how Burp Suite handles these requests, especially when it comes to sensitive data. You might be surprised on what you find this time around.
Whoa! You're right. I can't believe this kind of data is being shown in clear text. I mean usernames, passwords, credit card information, we can literally see it all. Burp Suite is turning out to be even more powerful than I thought.
Now, from the main menu, let's add an item to the cart and proceed with the purchase. Be sure to capture all the requests, from adding the item to the cart through to the checkout process. Pay close attention to anything unusual or noteworthy, especially requests related to payment or order confirmation. Highlighting these for later will be crucial, so stay sharp and don't let anything slip through the cracks.
It feels way too easy to buy fake products.
Okay, let's move on to those new options in the menu, complaint and support chat. Starting with complaint. The complaints section is pretty similar to customer feedback, only here we can also upload an attachment. So, let's add a comment, upload a file, and see how it looks in Burp Suite. As always, highlight anything interesting since we'll be taking a closer look at the highlighted items very soon.
I'm curious how they're storing the attachments. Let's see if Burp Suite captures anything unusual while we upload.
Well, I just found the attachment request in Burp Suite, and guess what? It's plain text, just like I thought. Yikes. That's definitely something we'll want to revisit later.
Good catch, Armand, and you're absolutely right, Robert. But for now, let's move on to interacting with the chat. Let's see if it logs anything interesting in Burp Suite, maybe some behind-the-scenes details or clues about how the app behaves.
I wonder how it's capturing our messages and session details.
If it's storing chat logs in plain text too, I'm calling it quits this time.
Great job, everyone. Finally, let's revisit the photo wall and see if anything new has popped up since we last checked it.
Hey, looks like we can actually upload photos now. I'm gonna give it a shot and see how it looks in Burp Suite.
Good call, Leah. Make sure to highlight any interesting requests as always. When you're done, we'll wrap things up with this portion of our testing by filtering our requests to show only the highlighted items. We'll be using the highlighted items to guide the deeper analysis we'll do later. Let's also sort the highlighted requests from oldest to newest so we can see the steps we've taken from the beginning. This will help us build a clear picture of everything we've tested so far.
Got it, just the highlights. Makes it so much easier to focus on the key stuff.
Agreed. And after sorting from oldest to newest, it's wild seeing the whole sequence laid out.
Exactly. This way, we can trace our steps from start to finish. We'll use these highlighted requests to guide our next steps as we start to identify vulnerabilities and exploit the app.
You know, for a secure app, it feels like we just walked in and made ourselves at home.
Haha, you're not wrong, Armand. But remember, we're still just collecting data and testing functionality at this point. We're not here to exploit anything yet. The goal was to understand how everything works.
Still, it's kind of eye-opening how much information we can see already.
Definitely. This is why highlighting interesting or sensitive-looking requests is so important. It's what helps us figure out the app's strengths and potential vulnerabilities later on. And with that said, in our next video, we'll start using this information to begin exploiting Juice Shop using both the repeater and intruder tools in Burp Suite. We'll dive into techniques like cross-site scripting, SQL injection, as well as other creative attacks, to see how the app handles these and uncover potential vulnerabilities. So until next time, remember, it's always CyberSoul Security, and we out.
Touch the clock, put in work, time for me to work.